It's easy to see why young women and girls are feeling more pressure than ever, not only to look good, but to look a certain way. Just consider some of the images used to sell products. These portrayals of perfection have long caused concerns about the effects they have on the way women feel about their bodies, especially when people don't know whether or not an image has been photoshopped to achieve the desired look. These concerns are not new, and much is already being done to ensure women and girls develop and maintain a healthy and positive body image. But the wcomm parliamentary group believes there's a long way to go before these worries can be eased. The group of female federal, state and territory MPs have begun lobbying their respective parliaments for more action on the issue.
Working all together, we're a powerful voice. It's 10 female politicians across all parties, across all states and territories, and including the federal parliament. We've got a voice, and it will be heard we will change things.
A key change the group would like to see is laws introduced to ensure the mandatory disclosure of digitally altered images.
I would like it to work into a groundswell so that the federal government will eventually bring in legislation that has been brought into Israel, which is that if any image has been enhanced on any Australian production, whether it's print or whether it's video or whatever, that if it's been produced in Australia, that it actually says, a little line, this image has been digitally enhanced.
wcomm is looking to increase links with other groups outside Parliament doing similar work, such as the Queen Victoria Women's Centre in Melbourne. In conjunction with Victorian schools and students, they've developed a program to help high school students understand how images can be manipulated and altered.
And so we're constantly seeing images of people who aren't real. I mean, even supermodels get photoshopped. So if they have to be photoshopped, imagine how the rest of us feel. So it gives kids a chance to really see the techniques that the media uses and to understand how they are being affected by those, and gives them a chance to make themselves feel a bit better about themselves. And of all the students so far who've participated in the program, about, I think, 85% of them, after doing the CME program, have said they feel happy about their body and about themselves in general. So we think that's a fabulous result, really.
While Ms Higman acknowledges that some in the industry do comply with the self-regulatory code, she says many don't.
We would like to see it more widespread, that people do, that the media does confess, yes, this image has been digitally enhanced, so that you've got a fighting chance and understand what may have happened to that image before you see it and before you apply some comparisons and things to it. So we would like a bit more rigour placed around that, and I think parliamentarians could start advocating for that. I think it would be very healthy for all of us, really.
How women are portrayed across the media is one thing, but what about the ways in which children are portrayed in ad campaigns or the types of products which are marketed to them? It's an area Amanda Rishworth has long been focused on. Back in February, she moved a motion in Parliament on what she sees as the increasing sexualisation and commercialisation of children. While she believes governments can play their part to push for change, consumers and parents must also exert pressure.
Well, look, I think there does need to be a focus and action taken on this. As I said in my speech, I don't believe it's all government. I think that this does need to be cultural change. It does need to be consumer pressure. It does need to be awareness around this issue. I would like to see momentum build. Now, that may be with the parliamentary committee, maybe just through things such as the private members motion that I put into the parliament. It all contributes, I think, to a discussion about where we go to from here as a society. I think when it comes to advertising standards, we need to have advertising standards around this. But I do think that consumer power is the most effective when it comes to this.
The Advertising Standards Bureau maintains the system of self-regulation in place since 1998 is working to adequately maintain acceptable standards.